Alright guys, welcome back. Something I was working on earlier this year is making this dark temple piece. And never really got around to finishing the animations on it. So I think what we're going to try to do is I'm going to add some streamers on these, kind of make them a little more wispy as they get kind of closer to this, you know, like energy orb here. And then I'd like to need to tidy up the mountains, add a little more detail. I really only kind of got as far as the temple portion here, but I need to tidy up these mountains and then add some type of cloud feature back here to add some flavor to this. And I'd probably try to make these little loops animated as well as they roll in. So I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to find that layer I just drew on here. Or it's going to get lost in translation. So it's actually a really good way to do this on Sprite. You can add like it's called like a shadow layer essentially, but it's this button right here. I don't know if you guys, you can't really see it because my overlay is in the way. Let's see if I can bring this up. This little button right here, you can add like a shadow frame essentially. So I'll show you what that does. You get rid of these layers real quick in the background. So if I zoom in, you can see this right here, and that's what this little shadow layer does. It kind of gives you an idea of where the previous layer is. So what I might do here is make this easier. I'm gonna make a new layer all the way at the top. Say wisp tracer. I guess we'll roll with that. And I think what I'll start off with is I'll just take like maybe a higher transparency layer, and we'll probably, this will be a pain in the ass, I'll probably go through and mimic all the spots where these were, or are, I should say, all the ones behind it. To get rid of the temple for now too. I forgot how many layers I had on this thing, Dan. Alright. So this makes it a little bit easier. I don't know if you guys can see this all the way, but you can kind of see where these things are going, and you can see the faint outline of some of these orbs behind them, and all that is the actual layer. If I had everything set up here, you can actually see the orbs kind of disappearing into that center ball there. So let's do this. We'll play around with this idea first, see how it looks. And all I'm gonna do is run around, and actually I'll jump off of this a little bit. Kind of get just behind these. Just so I know where they're at. When I first made this, this canvas is actually huge for what I normally do with pixel art. I normally do a much smaller, like 300 by 300, or even a lot less than that. And for some reason I made this one, it's like 1200 by 675, which I think is just like an old school or a widescreen resolution. So it's got a huge amount of pixels. It's almost not pixel art for the size that it is. So this will tell me I've got the layer here. And let's keep going. I jump to the number 3 here. And I'm just going to keep running through these. Trying to tie them back in, and what I'll end up doing once I kind of get this layer down is I'll probably run back. I almost wonder if I should even just connect these in some sort of way. There we go, and another one there. I believe I got all of them. All right, and I'm just gonna speed through these real quick. We'll work our way down. And then I'll shut the shadow off on the frame there. It's kind of stuck in the corner there. We got this guy here. Let me do this. I'm gonna turn back on the base layer and there, you can kind of see it. Should probably give myself some type of background so make this a little bit easier to see, huh? So I'm gonna run to the bottom. We'll do a new layer, and we'll say black background, just so you guys aren't killing yourself on this. Turn all these back on. And then I gotta get this thing. And what I'm gonna do is we're gonna just copy paste that back layer up front. And I'm gonna link all these. So if I link these together, that'll all be the same on the entire animation. Throw the flame back up and the base. Even though the base is gonna be kind of hard to see because I made that background super dark. So I might lighten that up a little bit. There we go. Make it easier to see for everybody. Alright, so that's what it'll look like in the end, right? We want all the stuff to kind of orb in. I just need to get this kind of wispy feel. I almost feel like we should do this. Add the tracer. For some reason it doesn't want to show me the actual tracer if this background is on, which is kind of annoying. Makes it a lot harder to see. Which is fine. I'm gonna do a Need to do like a gradient off of this, I think. We'll do like a layered transparent approach here. So I'm adding these colors to the palette. So in theory what I can do is work my way down, and that would give me like a tapered look like that, hopefully. Might even not overlay them so much like that. Maybe just give them a little bit offset. Be a pain in the butt, but I can do it. Also, shout out to the 3 people on Twitter. All right, so I'm gonna give this a shot. I kind of need to. It would really help me out. At one point I had, there we go. I have like a track here that I used originally when I put these on to kind of give me an idea to run these down, so I could see what the end thing, not end thing, would look like, but the God damn, what's the word I'm looking for? So they could stay on track for when I was making it. So this will actually help me out a lot here with this. So I am just gonna go run down the same way. Yeah, that's gonna look really good. Only probably need 3 there. The only issue with this, if you're watching, is see how tedious this is. I have 18 frames here that I need to do this to, and there's probably 8 separate tracks. So if you can imagine how painful that's going to be, but it's really the only way to do this. Down that way. All right. Is that? I think I might have missed those. Damn, I did. So run back through, grab these. I think ultimately when this is done, it'll look really cool, right? Because it'll have this kind of glow behind it as it runs around. This guy's just coming online. Skip that one, and then we gotta get this guy right here. We got 5 of those total. Oh, that does it for that layer, right? So now I gotta keep moving. And you can't really see it, but as I keep this thing rolling, it'll be a lot more obvious. think we'll turn off that shadow. I don't really need it necessarily. Trying to work quick with these. Anyone just tuning in to see these crazy yellow lines? This is it's just a track that I use to keep this kind of spirit orb on with the way that I wanted it to go. Eventually it'll all kind of tie in like this. It'll be one big kind of spirit energy thing. Start back at the top up here. Our way around. It's like the ultra tedious part of animating. But if I don't do this, then it's a little more lackluster on the end product, right? If I just left these little orbs kind of running into the center, I think that would be as cool if they didn't have these streamers. They don't have to be exact either, I mean, you're kind of just coming in here and getting them close on this line, because as it animates, it'll you're not really gonna see too much of it jumping around, right? Alright, that's that layer. Jump to the next one. So the tricky part here is, so you can see I jumped from this layer to this layer, or this frame I should say, not layer, the frame, and where I had, let me change my cursor here, where I had this guy, it now starts over again down here, right? So then I've got to get this layer to still finish its track. So jump over one layer. And I'll be this guy here. Same thing, this one, we're just gonna jump right behind there. I hope this turns out to where it looks good, because it'd be pretty painful to run through 18 frames of this and have it not be the way that I hope it looks. I think it'll be sick though. Just gotta run these down. Same thing, we'll run these this way. This is super tedious, but it'll probably make a cool sped up video, right? Once it's all done. I actually should do that. Actually, let me do that real quick. I'm gonna pop up an automatic snapshot. We'll say every 3. And that way we can do a time lapse. Hopefully it doesn't crash my program. Sometimes it crashes. All right, and the grind continues on placing the phantom circles. What's everyone up to tonight? What up, Marty? I see you're on YouTube, Marty. I've seen some people jumping in on Twitter as well. Twitter should get a chat bar for stream. We need Elon to push it to the front. I don't understand why Twitter wouldn't have a built-in chat function like that. I mean, it would make so much sense. So real? Yeah. All right. Yeah. What up, Nathan? Yeah, I'm kind of not sure how this is going to turn out because the spacing on these is kind of quick, so I'm not sure how I'm going to tie this together when they hit the actual like fire orb here, whatever you want to call this, spirit bomb. I think that I'm going to have to split this up a little bit. Maybe I'll do like this one here and then this one like that. So, I mean, you can kind of see it a little bit. Let me zoom in here. Let me stop this and take away the outline and put on a dark background. But if you just from the first 5 frames, you can kind of see what it would look like. What frame is that? Where was that? Needs to go away. All right. But yeah, you can kind of see it from there. We'll see how it turns out. I can always delete some of the tracers at the end if I think it looks wonky, but I'm hoping it'll turn out for the better. I won't really know until I'm all the way done, which is nerve-wracking to say the least. Where's that? The outline. Sorry, I'm doing this real quick. I'm trying to adjust my, there we go, and make it so I can see Twitter and stream a stream platform at the same time. All right, scroll back up to number 6. Let's keep it rolling. This one's kind of going to be interesting because I really wanted to, I don't know if you can see the palette up here, it's like super limited when I first made this. So I wanted to kind of keep that, that kind of palette, right? I wanted to do something that didn't have a huge bunch of options, right? So I could, that way I would kind of have to use different variations and colors differently, so it's kind of cool. A little bit more than what I usually do, or a little bit less than what I usually do, right? I usually work with like a 64 palette or something like that. Damn rip if you. Oh, here we go. Keep these going. And that's all of them on that layer. Jump to our next frame. What up, Raptor? Welcome to the party. Weave these in and out. I wish there was a faster way to get through my palette, but I do not think there is. So I have to click back and forth. Just keep adding them on. I feel like I'm like in the zone. I feel like I need to keep talking. I'm gonna have some H-bar NFT infomercials I work. Throw on the old announcer voice. Go get that. Marty, you working on Blender stuff tonight? Nice, oh yeah. I don't know if you guys, if you want, but I did just jump into Discord. If you guys want to jump on voice chat or through the stream up on Discord as well. Hopefully it doesn't like crash my PC streaming to 3 different things at once. If not, chat's fine too. No big deal. I'm struggling right now because I was gonna order a new rig, but I'm like so torn on if I want to get a laptop or like a new PC rig, man. Or no worries, Marty. You having Chipotle for dinner or what, dude? Yeah, I was thinking of PC, but that new that Surface laptop they have looks pretty slick for creating and stuff. Like the screen turns into a touchpad, which I'm not even sure if I'm gonna use right. Like I use my mouse and keyboard on this, so I don't know. I had Chipotle earlier. I'm not gonna lie, it was so good. The only shitty thing about like a Surface, I think, or if I buy a laptop, it's probably going to be like as powerful as my PC is right now. Instead of like getting a new, like an actual PC that's like actually better. What up, JK? Oh, we are on YouTube too. I don't know. What simple makes this a good one? Edge of Dusk by Authentic. Put this here, it's got a good vibe to it. Lost track of my which orb I was on there. Damn, hell yeah, thanks for showing up tonight, guys. Appreciate it. Also, shout out to the 2 Twitter viewers. I know we don't got no chat over there, but feel free to leave a comment. You're not forgotten. We are in Discord and YouTube as well, though, if you guys want to jump in. Turn the music down a little bit. If this thing turns out the way that I want it to, which I think it will, I think this is going to look really cool. Make it look like this thing is like soaking up spirit energy and blasting it off into space or something. Definitely a little Dragon Ball Z inspiration from back in the day. Damn, bro, where did that one go? What the fuck? Oh my goodness, no. I'm missing a whole one here. Damn, where's it at? Did I end up taking that out? Where is that? The layer 3, I just didn't name it. RIP. Damn, how far back is that? Ain't nobody got time for that. Dude. All I gotta say is if you like soggy cereal, I mean, something's weird about that. Damn, dude. I can't believe I missed this one. I gotta catch up here. You cannot be trusted. If you like soggy cereal, you may be a robot. I might do it there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably do this 5th one right here. Push it up, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm super happy I never deleted this like track that I put these things on. If I deleted this layer, I would have been pretty effed trying to rescale through these. Don't hate the song. Once I get this caught up, I'm almost halfway done with the fucking circles. All right, we are caught up. Shout out to anyone just joining in. See, we got people on Twitter. Feel free to leave a comment, leave your opinion. Join us on Discord or YouTube as well if you'd like. And if you're wondering what the hell I'm doing, I'm trying to add this layer here, and so it's going to animate these little spirit orbs going into my temple. Should be pretty dope once we're done. At least that's the plan, right? Want it to look good. Oh, dude, rip, what layer is this on? No, I'm on the wrong layer. Easy fix, actually. Let's just copy these, move them up to the right layer, and then jump back down here and delete them off layer 3. Alright, that should have done the trick. Raptor said, are you wondering about how it's going to look, or are you wondering about soggy cereal? There we go. Yeah, it's almost like, I don't know, like if you ever took like a broadcasting or like a record, I don't know what the class they call this. I remember I took it in middle school, like I did like claymation, where it's like stop frame. That's really what this is. You're kind of like sculpting the pixels and putting them up there, and then each one of these is its own frame. And you've got to, set the animations in between so it looks appropriate and that sort of thing. It's a pain in the ass, but super rewarding once you're actually to the point where you can be done with it. But as you can see, if you want to do something like this, it's a lot for the amount of frames. And the problem is actually it would be a lot easier if I had this kind of on a lower size resolution like I normally would, but I made my resolution for this piece so big at like 1200 by like 675 or something like that. So it's got a lot more room to for these to go, which means I had to have a much bigger, a higher frame count. So the higher frame count means that I'm doing more of this, right? I got to come in here and blast these. And I'm going to need to have these layers here. I think it'll look sick though. Don't stop the music. We got chill wave. I do want to put on the midnight. I just don't want to get hit for like a copyright thing. What do we got? Space trip, long nights, night run. I think night run's usually a good synthwave. Turn it up a little bit. I think this is a little quieter. All right, where do I leave off? Over halfway done now. At least with this part. Knock these out. I am happy with how it's turned out, at least as far as like the staircase and the way this temple kind of turned out. Overall, though, it's definitely an experiment in limiting the palette size. Crack open this seltzer water baby. Go. I put this one up here so it looks like it kind of fades in. Don't think I missed anything. Go next frame. We got 6 left, 7 left. This is the music a little loud. Turn it down. Over. There probably was like some smarter way to do this. Or maybe someone has like a sweet bot, but I'm kind of just an ape and does everything the hard way, so just animate, dude. 18 frames. There is something though, I don't know what it is, but I really love doing these kind of like infinite loops where they you could looks like you could set it on your TV or something. And just have it play repeatedly and just kind of stare off at it in the distance. You know what I mean? I did that with the Castle Falls piece that I did, which I still actually, that's going to be dropping here pretty soon too. That. What is going on here? There we go. It's on the wrong damn color. And last one for this frame. What is that right there? Why is that so bright? Oh, I get it. It was overlap. I think it was anyway. What the hell? It's tripping me out now. Yeah, it was overlap. Redo that real quick so it's not messed up because I don't know where that little piece came from. There we go. On to the next one. Almost done. Bear with me. It'll look sick though once we got all these in here. Are there any kind of out of the loop on upcoming mints and stuff? Are there any upcoming mints that I'm not aware of? Try that. There we go. So you can kind of tell. So let's do this. We'll use this animation. Yeah, I mean that'll look cool. You can kind of see how it makes it look like it's kind of wispier, right? Or it's got like a trail behind it. That was kind of odd there, huh? Oh, duh, because I'm not that far along yet. I'm like, why is it like dying off? Because I haven't got that far along in the animation yet. Which is less scary because I thought that maybe it was a mistake I made. Go. Last 3 on this run. Remember when I first started this thing? This is actually, I think this is easier to animate than this big round thing here. I'm going to try and make this thing look like it's kind of swirly or swirling. And the last time I was trying to animate that thing was a bitch. I just gave up after like an hour of just getting irritated. So we'll do that next, or maybe I'll jump into the mountains in the background of this thing. Oh shit, we gotta jump up here and then add this. There we go. I do really enjoy making these pieces though, like these one-on-ones and animated stuff. It's just really satisfying once you get done, but it's a lot of heartache moving up to it. I want to say I started this one earlier this year. I just kind of wanted to go for this like kind of deep like dark sci-fi theme. Maybe I'll add like a little guy on the staircase or something. That might be kind of cool, right? Like some dude holding up a little staff or something up here. Like he's the one causing this temple thing to absorb all these souls or whatever they are. This is gonna look gnarly though once we're done. Got two more of these on this side. The real pain in the ass is going to be if I seeing if I missed anything on these animations. Sometimes it can be really hard to catch, and if you miss a frame, it can be really hard to find it sometimes. I had a really hard time with one of the other pieces I did. I had a jump in the frames and I just didn't catch it when I did it. It takes a long time to find it. You gotta like really find which exact spot you hit. There we go. And where's my one up here? You got 1, 2, and then we need to do the other 3 here. Let's go 1. Actually, I gotta start here because that guy's showing up back towards the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I think that's a good enough fade. It'll give it that kind of wispy look, right? 5 separate shades. Especially since most of this image is dark, or a lot of it's going to be dark, especially the background. I think the white will pop really well. Damn, only three more frames after this one, and we'll be done with this loop. It's exciting. Stack all these up, and then I'll be able to put the background on it again and see how it looks all together. There we go. Alright, we hit all those. Time to move on. That piece there, and it's people coming by just seeing like this little bit of the video probably are wondering what's going on. I got this random yellow line just running through my screen. If you're watching on Twitter, I'm using this line as a guide for this animation that I'm working on, and you can see, and hit play here. This will all kind of loop together, look like a bunch of spirits running into this thing. But I got to use that outline, otherwise it's really hard to see what you're doing or where you're going with these guys. And I'm almost done. I've had to do, I'm on 16 frames. 16 frames of, what is this, 1, 2, 3, 10 different lines, where I had to match them up with five different spirits. So yeah, it's been a grind, but we're almost there. And put that there. How does that not look right? It looks like is it just clashing on the ghost in the back? Yeah, that's what it was. I got this ghost, or they call it onion layer, not ghost layer, this onion layer on, where it shows you where your frame behind this one, where it was, which is actually really useful when you're animating. Almost there. Final two frames. Go. Add this one up. And put these last two up here so it still looks like it's kind of going in this thing when it's done. And that's only got room for that one down there, so I gotta add the rest of this tail. Should probably save because this auto. I'm running an auto snapshot tool right now. It'll hopefully it's taking snapshots of basically every 3 times I click or do something. It should take a snapshot, which will be able to make a really cool time lapse on some of this stuff. But this should be pretty cool when we run it back and speed it up. Even though it's a it's like the same repetitive thing. And this last one on this. We made it, the final layer. We can almost see the hard work. All right, there. Yeah, I hope so, Marty. If it looks like garbage, I just delete the whole thing. That is the, I mean, I know you know that. That is the hard part about making something. Sometimes you might put a lot of work into it, but if it's not what you're looking for, you kind of just got to burn the whole thing down sometimes. That's alright though. I think this is gonna look good though. There we go. And this last one. Like that. Oh, that's a little too close. And this guy here. I'm really excited to see how this looks once it's all looped in, man. Just a few more. I think I got 3 more of these little lines to do, and then that'll be it. 2. Go. Rip, messed that one up. All right, here we go. Let's test it out. I'm gonna, where's my outline? Where's the outline? Knock the outline off, and let me just put on this background. All right, moment of truth. There we go. I think that's pretty sick. Give it that feel. Throw up. I might even knock the. I might knock the layers down a little bit. Hold on. Rip, I didn't do it for all of them, I only did it for one. Cell properties. Am I doing that right? Shh. I'm missing one. Actually, I can just jump back, right? There we go. Alright, so I'm gonna knock the opacity on these down. Let's see how that looks. Dude, where is that one coming from? This has got... What frame is that? Why is this not... I think it's because this is on layer 3. Did I do all that on layer 3? Find out. Yep, that's why. So, how do I fix that? I'm gonna have to copy. It's like good up until here. Damn. So if I want to get that there, then I need to copy paste it to number 2. Oh, rip. My stream died because of the... It died because of my capture program. I wonder if StreamYard is gonna freeze or if it'll let me load it back up. Recover files. Let's see if we can pull back up where we were. Rip, dude. Did it save it? Let me see if I can reshare my screen. There we go. And we're back. Alright. Sorry about that. Stream wanted to blow up. Alright, so now all I need to do is I gotta go back in here. I need to get these layers, but I only want to capture the stream, which is kind of gonna be hard to do. So I need to copy that, paste it up here on the tracer layer, same thing. Here, paste it there. This is what I was saying about having a you have a mistake in the animation and you gotta go back and grab it. It can be pain in the ass. So what I did is I just put that on the wrong layer. So when I'm doing that opacity swap to try to make sure that it's got like less of an outline, I gotta go back in here and fix it. I think it was just up to number 9. 10, 11. 9, 10, 11. Paste it up there. Let's make sure that that's right. Yep. 10. And then number 11 is where it cuts off. So to make sure I got all these on the tracer layer. And it looks like we do. So what I need to do now is go back to layer 11. Make sure I can see it. And we are going to delete those backwards so it's not overlapping, because they're like see-through, right? So you would kind of, if they overlay, then they get brighter. All right. I might even dull that down even more. So it's like barely visible. Did I see that we're catching a layer here that I forgot to delete somewhere? Or maybe it's just the cell properties. Dude, that's layer 3. How does that get on layer 3? Damn, rip, did I put that all on there? Oof, painful. Okay, so it's just for that layer I did that. Yeah, bro, that layer 3 layer roasted me. Did a bunch of stuff on there. Get rid of all that. Getting wrecked right now. I gotta find the find out where I went wrong with that. Do this real quick. Yo, Big, what's up, dude? Damn, bro, why is that so shitty? So we got it all the way up to here. Then it should be on. I'm missing a whole thing right there. Because it's on this layer. Alright, I'm just gonna wipe these out, or at least the ones that I can't see. Bones is the man from the big kahuna himself. I'm gonna throw it up on stream and leave it there forever. Where is the outline? Hold up 1 second. I gotta turn this back up on the opacity because I need to be able to see what the hell I'm doing. Alright, and this is where we went wrong. This was not on the right layer. Make sure we got the right size on here. Alright, hopefully this solves the problem that I created by not drawing on the right layer. And we've got one more issue here. And this should go here. Alright. Let's get rid of the outline. And then I'm gonna turn this way down. Like 70 or something like that, maybe. And let's throw a dark background. Feel like it needs to be even lighter. Dude, again, where is that? Where are you? Ghost layer, you son of a bitch. This damn layer 3. It's haunting me. Which means that that's there, and the outline. It's got those two, which means this needs to have 3. I can barely see it, but that needs to be there. Get rid of the outline. I like that. It's not as bright. Maybe a little brighter. Maybe like 20. Let's try that. Maybe a different color. Could do a different color if I had a different palette. Or make them like a neon. Damn it, come on. Stop it. Right. Yeah, that would be a pain in the ass to change all those because they're all on separate layers. Actually, I mean, once it's done now, I could merge them all down. It's actually not a bad idea. Let me do this. I'm going to merge them, but then I'm going to save this as its own file real quick. I'll say recovered dark temple.asprite. And then I'm going to save this as merged spirit.asprite. Alright, so I'm going to knock those down. I just made a copy of that. Merge down. Alright, so in theory these are all on the same layer now. And I could damn it, come on. Could run through these and make them different colors.
Just relax, Calvin. You got a big bruise on your head.
Where are my pants?
Over there?
Or like a deep yellow instead of green.
I've never seen purple underwear before, Calvin.
Why do you keep calling me Calvin?
That is your name, isn't it? Calvin Klein? It's written all over your underwear.
Yellow might work out as a... There we go. See how that looks. That does make sense, I guess, from a standpoint of it. Just kind of being green. The whole point is just to have a really limited palette, so I don't want to introduce... I don't really want to introduce another color because I'm trying to use this as like an exercise to kind of figure out the palette or how to use palettes better if they're restricted like that. Let me do this. Let me take this out. I forgot I had all these layers in here, so it's hard to keep track of which one. And the sky, there we go. You can barely see it on the anything but white. It almost needs, if I'm gonna have a bright sky like that, this needs to be a better opacity. That's kind of better. Or do I go with that kind of heavy highlighted green? Kind of like that green a little bit better. It's funny because it's like the tail, when I look at this, looks like it's trying to mimic the color, whether it's yellow or green, but it's actually just like a white. Where's that frame? 1, 2, 3, there we go. I think I'll leave the color for now. I mean, I do like the animation. I'll play with it a little bit more, but I think that'll work. I could always speed it up a little bit too, but I think if I speed it up, it's gonna look weird. Let's bump it to... Let's do like 100. Kind of like that actually better. All right, we'll leave that for now. I want to change... I need to change these mountains. I don't really like the way that I have them. Dude, what layer is this trying to click right now? Alright, so I got that layer, this back one. I need to organize these a little bit so I know which ones I'm working on. This has got to go, so just random layers. Let's say front mountain. You guys can't see what I'm typing here, can you? Because I'm covered up by my clouds on the bottom. Need to make my stream overlay a little bit smaller. We're gonna say mid mountains, and then this is sky, but it's not really sky, it's just like back mountain. And we'll add a sky layer. So this back mountain, I need to delete this, delete the sky out of there, and then add that on the sky layer back. There we go. Alright, let's try and play with this a little bit. This needs to be... It's almost like it needs a... I need one big peak in here, right? Something like that. Try and block out a couple of shapes that I like. It might be kind of cool actually if I, instead of trying to make these mountainy, I wonder if I did this where these were almost like pyramids. That would be sick. Hella rigid. I'll do this actually. That would be cool. Make this like super symmetrical. Get out of here. I'm gonna just delete all this. Get off my screen. This canvas is so big it's like glitching as I'm trying to delete stuff. It's kind of funny. Bro, what layer is this on? God damn. Get off. Probably gonna find some issues after deleting all this because there's probably like pieces in here that are like how this thing should look. I'm like messing with it, but it is what it is. Alright, so let's do this because I think I want to do that. We'll make this in the back type of like pyramid, right? That'll look sick. This thing as pointy as possible. I'll probably shade these differently. Maybe we do something like this. Damn, it's gonna be a bitch. Keep that angle straight. That doesn't really matter at that point. All right. That's kind of rad. Do that. Leave those. Or do I flip flop the color and do? Do those in the back. Do like a light color up front. I kind of like that rigid look better with the pyramids. Good. Gotta link all of these, link cells. All right. I can't go like full dark mode because the front of this thing is, this whole temple is like that dark, that kind of dark black. So I need to either make this front one dark or that back one dark. I kind of like. Damn, I wish I had just a little bit darker color. I really am. I don't want to mess with the palette. It's like a rule I'm trying to have for this thing. For this because I knew that was gonna happen. When I was deleting the old layers, there's some of these spots in here that are gonna show up. Probably that I deleted. What is this? What layer are you on? Do not belong there. All right, well, the pyramid's just kind of dope. It'd be rad if we did like a little gold tip on them. Oh, my eyes are getting flashbanged with that thing, dude. Dude, relax. Oh my God. Why is it doing that? Alright, yeah, that's pretty cool. I won't put one on this top one because the light will be covering it up. I could do do I try to add some detail on these, or do I just leave them blocked out? Like, what's going to take away? Is it going to take away from the overall image that I'm trying to have? Just make it square. Just do a little experiment here and see if I like the way this looks. So I'm not really trying to have a rhyme or reason to doing this. That I just want it I want your eye when you look at this to be like, oh yeah, that's a brick. Like, oh, it's got like this like rigid square stuff on it, so your brain just fills in the blank, right? It's like, oh yeah, that must be made of big blocks or something. That's kind of the idea behind that. If you had too much detail, then it looks like shit because it's pixel art. So you almost have to like hint at the things you do, which I'm still really trying to learn that concept. I do way too much sometimes. I have no idea how this is gonna look. Hopefully decent. If it looks like shit, we'll get rid of it. And I'm not a big fan of that. I would almost have to do it darker, where do not like that at all. Contrast is too much. I might just leave it. Just leave them out there and people can use their best judgment to tell that they're pyramids. I'm kind of torn though. Do I do something like this? And then maybe split them with like a... What is going on with my camera? Good lord. Could do something like this where I leave them all kind of dark and black colored, but just separate them by like a highlight line, and that'll let you know, let your brain know that they're not the same object. Drag this thing all the way down. It's not terrible. I don't mind that. I don't like that blue color on there. If I'm being honest with myself, like I don't want to put that. I think it takes away from the overall structure, and maybe even use that black instead of that highlight. It's almost like, does it make sense to make that even better? I'm gonna leave that as it is for now because I don't think I'm done with it, but I think that's enough to maybe move on to another piece of the project to kind of keep the brain flowing a little bit. Yeah, I like that. So then the next question is, maybe I leave the sky kind of this dark color. Now I can come in with like, I forgot how big this canvas is. Could add some dithering to it. to kind of fill it in, or give it some flavor, if you will. Why is it doing that? Stop it. Stop being weird. I'm not going to dither the whole thing, but maybe we section this thing off. Where am I on Sky? Need to link all these. Oh, this is actually going to be kind of tough because I can't use... Actually, you know what I can do? I can keep that green, and then we can section the sky off into these darker colors. Maybe something like that. That might be too much contrast. I might just have to go with a flat sky and then... Because if I'm going to do these, then I'll do like a dither on it. Which dithering just means like you use, basically instead of using only shading, you're going to use some type of pattern to add additional like texture to your art. So like I could come in with, basically come in with this kind of edge here. I might have to make a custom dither pattern for this though. Bro, why is that not? It's like acting hella weird. This canvas is so big compared to what I usually do. I don't understand. Is this... Am I doing that? Maybe my lines aren't straight all the way across, so it's not... Let's do this. This will tell me. Show me the truth. Yeah, my line is not straight. Alright, hopefully that solved it. Did not. God damn it. Oh, where are we going wrong? Alright, hopefully that'll solve my dilemma here. Should be able to just See these little dither patterns, it really breaks up a lot of this between the layers here. What I like to do is I'll stack. I've got a couple pre-saved dither patterns. I like to stack them in here, kind of one on top of each other to break these up. These are not, that's not what I was trying to do. I even just leave that and then we'll go one up. Let's go one up again. Hopefully this line is straight and I go through the same heartache I just did with the other one. How's it doing that? There we go. I don't even know if I like that or not, but it gives you the idea of that, right? I wonder if I can. Maybe not give up yet on this. On this kind of block technique. I wonder if I can. Maybe I only do it with this top part. Or do I just give up on it? Probably just give up on it. Actually, I don't know. That wasn't terrible. Just leave it. The real question is if I do the sky like this, doesn't really leave me a lot of room color-wise to play with other than this black, and could work. But if I want to add in some like, some clouds, I don't know if that's gonna be. That might be kind of rad looking. I do kind of like that actually. I have to tone down the size of the cloud I'm using, but that does fit pretty well. Just see if I even like that. Might be kind of rad if I did something like that and then threw in like a highlighter or something that kind of shows that this light is like beaming off of it, maybe. Could probably realistically even do that with this pyramid too. That might be another might be an angle to explore here. I do like that though. I like the dark pyramids. Of course, I put this cloud on a separate layer. What is that? There's this little glitch right here I just saw. What layer are you on? Get out of here. So the other option... Yeah, dude, I was just thinking that. Like, I feel like I'm in a damn movie. The other option is make another sky, and we just leave it all green, and then we could use these blues for clouds. Greens, whatever you want to call them. Make like a little flat cloud, flat bottom. Let's see what else we got on the music front. Skyway. All right, let's try this. Kind of like the really dark clouds better. Can always swap these two. Change these colors out. That's pretty solid though. I'm happy with how this animation came out, considering it's going to be a bigger part of it. And I'm going to make this little sphere kind of spin. And then we'll add these rings. I'll maybe add some animation to that. I've been going for about 2 hours here on the stream though, so I'm gonna probably run out and grab some dinner, and I may throw up a short stream here towards the end of the night once I grab some dinner. But good progress. I'm happy with how it came out so far. Sucks my my game crashed, or my A-Sprite crashed earlier, but no worries. All right, dudes. I'll catch you here in a bit, or probably early tomorrow. We'll throw it up. But thanks for tuning in, guys. Really appreciate it. Love all the support. And we'll see you next time.